not purple bruises molded with a splash of denim jeans cobalt blue. I am not your canvas. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. What do you do on days when you can't sleep? When a stranger's hand reaches down your throat and suffocates you with your own words, no. I will not let you turn words into weapons, dandelions into daggers. Your lips sing lullaby, but your eyes tell a different story. They hold purple turned guilt, death paper black, stop sign red, but you didn't stop. You may hold a brush in your hand, but there is nothing soft at the end of it. There is nothing beautiful in the way you slap on colors like you own them. There is nothing beautiful in the way you came home stumbling over your AH of 10 years you promised you changed. There is nothing beautiful in the way your lips stutter broken promises that your mouth continues to crush. Love does not stutter. Love does not shake nor tremble. Love does not take. And I am tired of being your excuse for things being too blurry as you paint with the broken pieces of your sobriety. There is nothing beautiful in the colors you paint across my face. But I remember when it was schoolgirl skirt navy, emerald city green, sweetheart dance pink, autumn colored fall, pumpkin spice, eggnog colored wishes, golden stargazing yellow you used to paint. When we stayed out, you showed me how the planets were never really too far away, and if I squinted my eyes just right, canary yellow if I really wanted to be creative. You said that I had all the colors in my palette. I wanted fuchsia like cotton candy, sipping pink lemonade on a hot summer day, like the night you let me stand under your feet as we danced across the floor. Your shoes, they had scuff marks on them. I didn't notice. The colors stopped. So you raised your brush one more time and called me complete. I remember when your hands would paint the colors my mind drew up. I remember when your hands held brushes and I was still a blank canvas. The next one is going to be called She Says. She says that I remind her of what safe feels like. She says that when she sees me, she doesn't care that the world is still spinning because it suddenly feels like this moment is on repeat. She smiles as she says this. Her lips may crack at the corners and her eyes may tear up, but she says that she's happy. Yes, she says that the bruises are from soccer practice. Funny thing is, she got kicked off the team last month. She says that it feels like heaven when we are holding hands, and she says. She says she can't sleep at night, that her head is too loud and she likes the sound of my voice because it is soft, but I frequently don't say anything. She says she is happy with him. She says he apologized, but I know he wouldn't. How could he when he barely even sees her and she is all that I see? She says that if we keep doing this, he will get mad, but I don't care anymore. And I want to say something back to her, but I'm afraid that it would crush her. She says, one more day. She says she would be nothing without him. The fear grips her heart when she thinks about him leaving her. She says, though she's lying, that she's fine, but tell me your definition of fine, because standing under a crumbling roof that threatens to collapse daily is not fine. She's not fine. But she smiles. One day, I beg her to talk, but she hangs her head low, and when she picks up her head, I can see what her makeup fails to cover, and she begs me to keep quiet. She says that it was her fault. She says she loves him, but last time I checked, love doesn't come with an expiration date. Love doesn't get handed to you with a closed fist. Love doesn't sleep with other women. Love doesn't promise you he'll change and then change into a monster. Love doesn't make you cry. Love, she says, can be tough, but she knows that this is true. So I take her hand in mine and tell her that this is what love feels like, and I tell her that love should feel like butterflies on acid in your stomach. It should feel like every moment is on repeat. It should feel safe. It should come slowly with a brush of a hand not meant to hurt but to help. And I want to tell her that she makes my world turn upside down, but I like it. So I settle for the love that will never be enough. She says I need to mind my own damn business, as if I had a choice, and I want to rip my heart out and hand it to her on a silver platter. But I realize that his plate, though rusted and used up, will always be better than mine, and I know that I can never be hers. assume I'd be a puddle on the floor, a limp noodle if I survived. See, I told my friend the other day that I was good. As I sat on the ground and carved his initials out of my flesh, I closed my eyes and with smiling lips took a hit of sweet smoke, and she believed me. Without conscious, I settled for the tonic that mended my bones, pretended nothing was wrong as I chased my demons down my throat with blue Gatorade and greasy foods. I wouldn't have stopped save for the burning reflection I saw in the mirror. There are 206 bones in the body, and I felt each one crack for every sin. My throat is not pure, snap. My bed smells like his cologne, snap. For the adulterous witch in my closet, snap. For my blackened lungs, and snap. For lying in bed with his enemy, even Aphrodite could have controlled herself better than I. Maybe my eyes were free of murder ones, and bees didn't rattle around inside broken ribs. If my heart were a bone, it would have broken into 3 by now, jagged edges that sliced their way into my lungs just enough to make me breathe every once in a while, but without purpose. So I go on pretending that my smile isn't fabricated and my skin isn't decaying as we speak. Because maybe if we don't speak these things into existence, they'll cease to disturb us when we're simply walking down the street. But I can feel my fibia scraping along the sidewalk as you paint with my radius long enough to break my femur as well. So we start off with 300 bones when we are born, but piece by piece, into blending bits of ourselves to strangers in dark alleys. I should have drinking more milk as a child, hid myself behind bulletproof promises and lifesaver candies that could make my teeth rot any second. And I tend to imagine, what it'd be like to feel the blood drain from my veins, a car crash, simplistic enough, and with one stroke of a brush, I can paint the picture. Haunting swirls of reds and browns, I'm afraid I'll realize what it'll look like when it's done. I'm afraid of its power, but powerless. I paint pictures like I can tell you a secret, for metaphors to describe the sun. See, I've been trying to hide because I'm a lousy runner, but I only run with my own thoughts, feelings, and actions, as if alcohol could clear my mind, make everything around me look straight. When I'm standing sideways, I could drink myself into oblivion. No. I see people like I see monsters. I must have every beautiful thing I've touched. So when it was him who took my hand, I held my breath and waited for the bomb to go off. And I can't help but wonder what the hell I did to deserve this. So I'm left praying to a God I'm not even sure exists. Like all the times I've confided in him and been shunned away, I see my life in a succession of failures, miss every good opportunity that comes my way because there are only 206 bones in the body. Shout out to anyone who's ever had nightmares and night terrors. This is for you. It's called Nightmare in Suburbia. Eyes closed. Labored breathing. I can rationalize what's real and what's not. But what's to say that the monsters under my bed haven't wiggled their way into my brain and started scraping their claws along my insecurities, gnawing on my happiest memories and twisting them into the noose that suffocates me nightly. How dare you sneak into my room, you werewolf, you vampire, you Loch Ness monster, shaking the foundation that this house was built on. See, I have a secret so cat-like written. He sent you a copy of the key. But unlike him, I can see what's behind those candy-coated teeth you used to rip my skin apart. See the canary between your teeth. Smell the foul odor on your breath. You aren't getting away with it this time. You told me monsters don't exist. Looked under my bed and checked my closet. I guess I didn't realize that monsters can sometimes look human. After all, Lucifer was once an angel. You told me it was all in my head, but I believe in monsters like I believe in oxygen, but I can't breathe half the time. Eyes still closed. I don't want to be here. I swore that night the next time I'd see you would be in hell, so I guess my bed is some kind of hellish portal, transporting me there nightly. You should have left that box closed. Now look what you've done. I've seen this part 100 times, fought the same demons nightly, and I tell myself I hate you, but the truth is I probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, cinder blocks around my ankles, and a life support machine hooked up but forgotten to be plugged in, broken glass. Cheddar pieces lodge into wounds I sewed up myself. I can't open my eyes this time. but I can hear his voice. Oh, god damn it, his voice. It makes the red paint on the wall start bleeding. It makes the bruises on my wrists feel like they've been kissed, not with a steel grip, but with his lips. And I can find my voice once again. His voice is the cool liquid dripping languidly down my throat and smoldering on the fire, burning deep within my lungs, and I find that I can breathe a little bit better. And when I open my eyes, I find a room where the red paint isn't dripping from the walls, and my skin doesn't feel like it's being torn to pieces, but instead, that I am being put back together as I wait for my heart to stop pounding and my eyes to stop betraying secrets I'd rather have kept buried. I have one more. I have a semi-happy note. This one is called The Cake. When I was 5, she had to hold my hand in order to keep me grounded. My red cape and I, we pretended that the floor was lava when no one else was watching. While the earth was crumbling underneath, we flew over the continental drift and flew anywhere but home. As if I could even classify that mangled up block of bricks home, my cape, as my home. I remember when we flew to a place we'd never even heard of, I doubted for a split second that maybe my cape wasn't powerful, as purple blossomed on my upper arm, crimson kryptonite leaked from my mouth, and when I tried to fly, I hit the kitchen floor tiles. Reality rained down, created the illusion that we weren't as real-proof as I had thought, daggers piercing straight through us and leaving each other, and I swore that I'd never leave him behind, but I lied. So the fear of staying one more night in the basement for make-believe adventures seemed awfully long. Soon my cape's magical powers didn't seem so magical when I realized our trips to Neverland were only around the block, and I could no longer hide my disappointment. But I realized the fabric I clung to was no more real than my nightmares. I abandoned him in that house I left myself worth in, and I know it makes no sense to have this much attachment to a non-living thing, but everything I've known to live has left me sputtering for air, so when I tied my cape around me, I tied it extra tight one last time. And we became invincible.